Hey kids, welcome back to Honestville and the rather impressive looking port in North Ward. Before we get started, I do apologize. I haven't published one of these episodes in quite some time. As is wont to happen, you know, real life rears its ugly head and I've been busy with other stuff. However, I am back and we are going to do some city building today. I have a couple of pieces of interesting news for this channel. First of all, I've come up with an idea. This channel has you know, gotten a lot of support from you guys, and I've been like loving the comments, and the people seem to be enjoying this new city. And Plantation Bay got a lot of love, and the tutorial series. I think the first video in the tutorial series is up to like 10,000 views, which is really awesome. I have started a Twitch channel, and I've been thinking about these videos and this city particularly in terms of, you know, I've been adding a lot of mods and doing a lot more kind of experimental type stuff, and that kind of leads me to, you'll notice that like last episode I was working on this port and I kind of half finished it and then just sort of moved on, because at a certain point, you know, doing all this little detail work and stuff on YouTube videos I think gets a little bit tiresome to watch. I know that some of you might appreciate it, but I actually think that like a live Twitch broadcast might be a better way for me to do that. So what I was thinking was, when we do these episodes, I mean, this YouTube series isn't going anywhere, so don't worry about that, but when we do these episodes I'm going to focus primarily on kind of painting the broad strokes of the urban region, and some of the detail work I'm going to do live on Twitch. And this will also mean, I mean, the comment section has been, you know, quite busy, quite animated, and I'm loving it with Honestville, and I try and answer you guys' comments as much as possible, and I love seeing the comments, and I read pretty much all of them. Occasionally one will slip by and I won't notice it, but I read almost all the comments. I don't always have time to respond, especially to things like questions about how to fix the game if it's not working and stuff like that. It's very difficult for me to provide detailed answers in a YouTube comment section. So what I want to propose to you guys is that I will be doing a Twitch broadcast hopefully about once a week, and I'll try and do these videos once or twice a week as well. And that way I can work a bit on the city. Do some kind of detail work. I won't make huge changes. And then also answer you guys' questions. And I'll also play in other regions and just kind of generally explore the game and experiment with mods. And I think that will be an excellent excellent place for you guys to ask questions about the game and request content and all that stuff. So anyway, that's my big news item for the week. The other big news item I have is that I installed the Industrial Revolution mod, which a number of you were suggesting and requesting, and I think it's a good idea. I think that a number of you pointed out that there wasn't actually that much industry in the city yet, so we still kind of had a window to apply that mod without it, you know, totally fucking up the city, basically. So in the Industrial Revolution mod is active. I'm just using the base mod, and I am still using the industry quadruplers and doublers and all that. So it is active, and we will be using it for the remainder of the series. And yeah, it works very well with the quadruplers and triplers and doublers that I use for the jobs, and those are even recommended by the modders. So very much looking forward to seeing the impact of that on the region. To give you guys a sense of what that mod does, essentially, medium density industrial produces high tech and manufacturing industry. High density industrial produces dirty and manufacturing. So it kind of just changes a little bit of the way of how industry develops in the city, and I think it's a good concept. I think it works well. So far, anyway, I have noticed that it works well. So yeah, this port is pretty much, I noticed there's like a missing tile here. I want to fix that. We're going to do some naming before I get going here, but where is it? I want somewhere, I can't remember where these all went. Yeah, I need like one of these guys, these industrial filler areas. There we go. For now, I've got this all kind of filled with industrial filler, and then there's some kind of fences and stuff. Parking lots. These industrial filler lots are kind of cool. I did all this. Actually, I was on Twitch, kind of experimenting. Just I am quite new to Twitch, so it's not really somewhere that I spend a lot of time. I've been kind of aware of it for a long time, obviously, but haven't really spent a lot of time. So I kind of put some like parking lots in here and just fooling around. I was doing that on Twitch to kind of test out my hardware and, you know, see how well that all worked. But yeah. So these filler lots are actually from the same modder who made the Industrial Revolution mod. I've got the dirty industrial fillers installed. There's also like another set that's for manufacturing industry, but we'll see. We'll see. So we should be able to get some industrial demand going here. I do want to go through a couple of names first, though. Let's, oh yeah, we gotta sort out the trash problem in this city as well. Let's pop out to the region view just for a second. And, well, let me just look at my list of names here and see if there's anything I can do in this region. I don't think so. I think most of the names I have on my list here are actually in the main city. So we'll go out to the region for a second here. Right, first of all, on the same theme as Honestville being named after my, you know, weird speech, saying to be honest a lot. Who was it here? Where is this on my list here? One of you, a couple of you recommended that apparently I say yeah so a lot as well. Thomas Dieters pointed out that I also say yeah so a lot and requested that a kind of sea tile be named Yaso Bay. So we're going with that for sure. I think that's hilarious. I have a couple others that I think we're going to put in Honestville Central. So let's load Honestville Central up. I also want to take a little bit of look at I kind of fixed the industry in this city as well. Where is it here? There we go. And yeah, so I I think rezones. Looks like we don't have a lot of dirty demand, but I've kind of rezoned a lot of this to be high-tech industry. But I might actually just get rid of this industry altogether because I do want to get that port going in North Ward. But yeah, where can I? Yeah, so I wanted to. There was the street near the. Where is my sports thing here? There it is. Yeah. So I have a name. I had a name recommendation for the sports team here. Connor O'Neill is a fan of the Swansea City Welsh soccer football team, depending on where you're from. And he requested that this team be called the Swans. So I'm gonna go with that. Honestville Swans. Oops. There we go. And he also requested that a small street be named after a player whose last name is Britton. So I think this street already has a name. Not sure. I'm gonna have to look. I know that some of my. I'm a little bit concerned. I'm not seeing any of my labels here. I've put all that hard work into. Yeah, it looks like some of my labels have gotten deleted. I'll have to. I'll have to go back and fix that. That's really annoying. Looks like the street name labels, are they showing? Well, that's frustrating. Anyway, I will. I'll look into that. I noticed someone made a comment that street names were disappearing, and if that's going to be a thing, then I've got to figure that out because yeah, we're gonna call this Britain Lane though. I never noticed all the players. Holy crap! Whoa, they disappeared when I zoomed in. Huh. That's cool. They are playing a very slow game of football. I'm Canadian, by the way. I am not a huge football fan. It's a sport that I appreciate, but I've never gotten into it that much. I played a bit when I was a kid, and for me, as a Canadian, I mean, I'm not a big sports guy in general, but I have always obviously watched hockey, and it's weird for me to get into soccer or football because for me it's like hockey in slow motion. Very similar sports in a lot of ways, but you know, hockey is sort of like soccer on ice, a lot faster paced. Yeah. Anyway, let's start building here. I think I'm good for names for now. I do have a few other ones that are on my list here, and if we get the opportunity to build those things or do that, then we will. We still get a lot of abandonment in this city, and let's just press play here. I want to see what our industrial demand looks like. Yeah, it looks like we're still getting some high-tech demand and a lot of residential demand. So I think we'll go next door and probably build some residential. I really am perplexed by... I can see a street name label there. But yeah, there's some of those street names have definitely disappeared, and that's really frustrating. I'm gonna have to look into that off screen, or maybe on Twitch or whatever. But yeah, weird, very weird. Let's get going though. We're gonna fill out North Ward with residential, and hopefully start maybe upzoning some of Honestville Central. I'm hoping that we can get some of these kind of issues involving demand to subside. I will have to be experimenting, I think, with the mod setup and things, because there's no doubt that that there are some factors in the mod settings that are encouraging kind of wholesale abandonment. But I may just put a mod that fixes it. I'm just gonna put these bus stops here. Can I? Does that fuck things up if I build on those tiles there? Doesn't seem to fuck up the trees. That's what I was concerned about. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I'm happy with that. That's fine. I'm gonna put one here. Yeah, it's getting a bit weird, this city, because of the mod setup, and you know, that's okay. Again, it's very experimental. Very experimental series. I think probably I need some bus stops here for sure. So let's do that. I think we're gonna need to delete a tile somewhere down here and put a bus stop for all these port workers, like there. These walls have been behaving a little bit weirdly, and I think I'm missing some pieces, and thus far I have not. I've not found a solution. So we will, to be continued, let's put it that way. I think I also need a road, not a road, but like a street up here, just for good measure. And yeah, we're definitely going to want to build some industry. I think I'll just zone some high density and just see if it kind of does something here. Question is, how do I want to do this? Just want to make sure I'm not wrecking any of the kind of neat, nifty wall tiles I've created here. Not totally changing the level of things either. Like, I should probably avoid... Well, let's just see how it behaves. Yeah, just kind of build generally close to the... Alright. I think we can just build here. Yeah. Interested to see what it does to the terrain. That's probably going to make a mess, but we'll see. Here as well. Build some on that sort of road leading into the ports. That's going to be a lot of industry. We'll probably leave it at that for now. And then we'll also do some residential. What are my zones looking? What's my density looking like here? Should probably consider upzoning some of that. Let's just do it. Let's just upzone kind of a large central area here, and I'll do some lower density up here. Got some stuff that needs to be rezoned as well because it's messy. But yeah, I'm excited to see. I don't know how the Twitch broadcasts are going to differ from the sort of general sort of normal YouTube episodes. It's going to be a whole new part of this channel. But I think there's like there's certain types of things like, you know, messing around with highways and stuff, where I kind of have a choice between you know, doing an entire episode where I'm just trying to, you know, build a bridge or perfect some kind of highway interchange, or doing, you know, spending 4 or 5 hours on Twitch doing that and a bunch of other things, and, you know, I'll being able to answer you guys' questions and, you know, do some stuff kind of more directly on request. It's going to be a lot easier for you guys to sort of get a hold of me on that platform. So, you know, one is not going to replace the other. I just want to reassure you guys, but I do think that there's a real potential for Twitch to be an interesting addition to this channel. I should probably build some parks here as well. And think about things like schools as well. Take a look at the education and healthcare maps. We're gonna probably start doing a fair amount of, oh, there's a bit of a mess going on over here, but that's okay. I'm gonna probably start doing a lot of more medium density development, especially once this industry takes off. I really might have to go and delete the industry next door to make this work. I also think it's gonna be better for, I've noticed that, as I've mentioned a couple times now, they really do seem to prefer working in neighboring tiles. Alright, yeah, we definitely are missing a lot of, we have to put a school up here. I think we're going to go with a large elementary school. Maybe I'll, yeah, no. Let's put it, actually, maybe here. Try and cover off some of that area. And I want to do what I've done in the past, which is kind of build the sports facilities and everything that kind of go along with the large school. So you can fill up some of these, some of this mess like by doing that. Let's see here. Maybe we can put a little skate park in there. That's looking pretty good. And I'll fill up that little hole there as well. Let's go for a medium playground there. And, okay, looks like we also need... Oh yeah, I've got a country club to build in this tile as well. Looks like we also need a church. Put the church here. There we go. Let's just make sure we've got water and everything. Running out of money. I spent a lot of money on this port, believe it or not, unsurprisingly. There we go. Right. Yeah, I do like this. I like this kind of rail tunnel thing here. It's kind of neat. I'm gonna want to do something over here as well, something similar. Also, probably will use this rail partially for passenger transportation. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. See if I can put a station. I mean, I don't want to do it on the diagonal, but ideally, it'd be the ideal way to do it. I think would be to have it sort of fork off and have a station before the fork. So we'll see how that works out. Could be interesting. Right, and I feel like we're missing a. No, we've got a bus stop there. Okay, good. Let's take a look at healthcare actually in this town. I don't think we have a hospital. Whew. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, good. We just have a clinic. Right. Let's put another clinic, I guess, here. And there we go. Probably get overfilled pretty quickly. I don't think I have police in any of these stations either. Okay, so some industry does seem to be building. Oh. Do I want the prison? Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, let's build one of these high security prisons. I like the idea of it being kind of coastal. Also got a hill over here. Yeah, I'll build a prison here, and I think I'll bring the seawall right up to it. Awesome. Not that we really need the money from it, but... yeah, it looks like we're getting a little bit of industrial demand. That's good. While that develops, let's sort this out here. I think it's a good idea.
I don't want a level crossing, that's for sure. And I think an underpass is the best way to deal with this for now. How do we want to do this here? We need flexible underpasses. Here we are. We're going to have to adjust this intersection. Can I do this? There we are. That looks good. Could also... No, I think that's good. I think that's fine. Oh, and I need to do the actual road tile, which is... Pedestrian stairs to underpass, no. Diagonal underground route under straight road, no. Nope. Nope. Straight underground route under Pet Mall. I think I missed it. It's been a while since I did one of these. Yeah, I think this is what we need here. Oh, interesting. It's only diagonal, that one. Nope. Weird. Diagonal underground route under Ped Mall. Oh. Straight route under diagonal rail. Is it in here? No. Straight route under custom surface. No. Man, this is weird. I don't know why I'm not finding this. Diagonal route under straight route. Oh. Straight underground routes parallel under straight. Yeah, it's going to be in here. Man. These rotating pieces are funny because they don't there we go. That's all I needed. They don't cycle through in the same order. Interesting. Okay, well that's looking pretty good. I think it might actually look better with the new rail in the NAM 37. I think it's looking a lot better. Very, very cool. There we go. So we've gotten rid of the, I think maybe in Honestville Central there's some of these that need to be made as well. But I think I'm going to try and have industry develop along this rail line, especially on the diagonal here. Kind of take advantage of the fact that industry can use the rail, ship stuff into the port, for sure, with that freight station there. I don't know if that port has grown at all. Is it stage 2 yet? No. Yeah, it's really not. We're not getting a lot of industry here, but that's okay. I think we'll just keep developing some residential here. Yeah, we're getting some apartment buildings going up here as well, so that's good. Gonna fix this stuff. Probably keep upzoning this as well. Oh, where is it? Oh, we have another cemetery. Now, somebody had asked me to have a pet cemetery. Who was it here? I have it written down. It was Festa Zombie requested a pet cemetery. I don't think I did that yet. So I'm going to do that now. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're still building up. I just want to make sure that this port's actually being used. Yeah, it looks like it. Gradually getting some freight in there. Definitely want to keep encouraging residential development in this tile. We'll go next door and do some commercial development at some point. Let's just take a look here. Gonna try and encourage a little bit more density. here? I'm not going to bother with the kind of coastal areas quite yet. There we go. Yeah, I think we can basically go for some denser residential areas. It's going to be a good idea. There will be more suburban areas kind of outside of town, but okay, we're definitely having healthcare issues. What about over here? Probably. Nope. Let's just put another clinic down, honestly. For now. There we are. That should do it. And yeah. Yes, yes, yes. We don't have any fire stations in this city, do we? Ooh, yeah, we definitely better do that. Large fire station, we'll put it here. And then a couple small ones, maybe down here. There we go, looks pretty good. Trying to get some industry going here. Gonna grow this port. I'd like to get it to the top growth stage eventually if I can. It's gonna be tricky though. Oh, we got a stadium here. I do have a naming request for a stadium as well, so I will place that stadium shortly. Getting some nice manufacturing industry for sure. I think I actually prefer the manufacturing industry to the high-tech. It's interesting, these single tile ones aren't really growing. Yeah, still having healthcare issues. Let's zone all this for industry. Keep that going there, and then we'll start extending it here. Gotta figure out how I want to do that. I've learned a few things about how industry interacts with these rail tracks, actually, so it'll be interesting to kind of experiment a bit there. Starting to get some larger factories. We're running out of water. Okay, what's going on here with the health as well? Where is our water pump? Here it is. Just put another one there. Or do I want to just go straight to building a big one? I think I do, yep. Let's just delete those and put a big one. Is that connected? Yeah, looks like it. Right, there's our water. Looks like we're having some traffic issues. I'm sure that's one of the neighbor connections. Let's take a quick look here and just see how that's going. Oh yeah, it's here. So we'll be thinking about upgrading that to an avenue very, very shortly. Yeah, okay, and then I'm going to take a look at health quickly here, and then I'm going to extend some industry along this diagonal portion of the rail route. Do I want to upgrade that? Probably just go for the hospital right away. Yeah, let's just do it. Looks good to me. And we should be getting our water at this point. Yep. Still getting some demand for industry, which is good. Oh, the port's upgraded. Excellent. Be curious to see how the port upgrades. I don't know how the road connections are going to change and stuff. They so far so good. Everything seems to have held together. I may disconnect this rail just to encourage the port to develop. We'll see. I think this whole area here is going to be residential. Probably plan to have a few more. Well, we'll see. Maybe we can build this road. Oh, that's a bit far from the rail. I think we just want to be there. Yeah. I'm not sure how I want to do this, but we'll see. We'll just build the city out to the rail for now. Alright, this needs to be turned into some kind of square or something, I think. I could do a similar thing here, actually. Let's do that. Let's turn this into some kind of plaza. Where's the small garden? And a couple plazas. That looks good to me. And then we just need to do bus routes. Yeah, now I've figured out something. I've learned something, rather. Someone mentioned it. I think on the forums, where if I hold the control button and I kind of control the shape of these industrial lots, then they will grow along the railroad track and actually feed into it. So that's kind of what I'm going to do here. I think, though, what I want to do is just have... Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, let's see if I can get this to work well here. Get a diagonal street going. Doesn't need to be perfect. This is an ugly mess. Okay, that's better. I actually want this to be the dense one, right? Oops, that didn't work. Gotta... yeah, this is not ideal because it's sort of a slow slope here, but... no, that's not going to work either. I'm just going to zone it, so I don't think I'm going to bother trying to make it work perfectly here. But I know that if I hold the control button, apparently, it's not going to work very well on the diagonal. We should be able to get some of it to use the freight anyway, I think. That's kind of the idea here. Alright. God damn it. Yeah, I'm not liking this drag pattern here. I want to just do this manually here. Let's see. Let's grab this one. There we go. Thank you. Much better. Okay, just delete some of the excess here. I don't know what's going on there, but you know, once again, these are the kind of things that I might want to. I might try and fix kind of off screen. I want this one. There we go. Okay. Kind of force this to develop along the railroad tracks, more or less. Right, and then yeah, we're good. We got lots of industry there. I'm gonna do some industry here as well, and then we'll do some more. What's it looking like here? Yeah, I'm going to upzone all the stuff along this road here. I'm gonna have to go next door and do some commercial as well. I think all this is just gonna have to be medium industry or medium residential. I'm gonna be upzoning all of Honestville Central as well at some point. Oh yeah, we're not done building roads here either. That looks good to me. We've got our bus stops. I'm gonna leave a little gap near the railroad tracks. I might decide to go with industry there at some points. But for now we need to get we are starved for residential zones. I've been noticing the performance of the game is a little bit shaky right now. Load times are kind of long, and I think the weight of my mods folder is a little bit... it's weird though, it's weird. It might just be the size of the region or something, I'm not sure. But I'm going to be paying attention to it, close attention to it. Because I don't want us to get into a weird crashy zone in terms of... you know, losing progress in the city and stuff. But we'll see. Just something I'm going to monitor. I had basically very, very few performance issues in Plantation Bay. This is obviously a little bit different. Different mod setup. More mods. But it really shouldn't. I don't quite see why it should cause any kind of crashes. I'll look at some of the jobs numbers in these factories. I'm curious. 86, 116. It looks like the doublers and quadruplers are being applied. Yeah, I think so. It's kind of hard to remember at this point what the vanilla numbers were. Oh, I need water. We're gonna need to get the commercial going next door as well. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, I'm just thinking aloud here, but you know, as I said earlier, you know, so I will continue to, you know, don't hesitate at all to leave comments on the YouTube, on the you know, YouTube videos. Certain kinds of questions you may find that I'm more able to answer you on Twitch. I mean, Twist. I'll be more able to answer you on Twitch. Just because I'll be live, right? You can ask the question in the chat on Twitch, and I should be able to just sort of answer you live. I think that's going to be easier. I wonder if we can use up our residential demand here. We're getting some demand for dirty industry, which I'm happy about. I don't mind if some dirty industry grows in this city. This city is going to be kind of similar to what Inner Bay was in the Plantation Bay region. Oh, we've got a big statue. I should think about placing maybe the stadium. Up to 33,000. Looks like that this is now becoming the biggest city in the region. It will change over time, though. Okay, we got lots of industrial demands, so let's figure out what we're going to do there. I think the best thing to do is going to be... Whoa, that was not what I intended to do. I think what we want to do here is kind of extend the industrial area here, and I've got to figure out some kind of underpass here, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to do a level crossing for now. Ooh, or not. Interesting. Okay. Well, in that case... Let's get a set of streets going along here. Yeah, something needs to give here. Let's sort this out now. And I don't think we're going to be able to do a crossing actually right here. I think I know what it is. It's because it's on that curve. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We might be able to. We might be able to. What we need is this guy. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might be able to make this work, but I don't think I will. I think it's going to be a problem here. Alright. Yeah, this is also kind of a bit of a mess. Fix that after. I think I need to use... Could use some kind of viaduct as well, but rather not get into that. Also doesn't really quite make sense to use a viaduct here. Alright. Diagonal route under straight road. Straight street. I basically need open terrain. Straight underground routes. Parallel under straight rail. We need something under diagonal rail for sure. Okay, this one should be it. Straight route under diagonal rail. Okay, that's working. Custom surface 1. Yeah, I think this will do it. It should. It should. That should work. And then what I'm going to need is for this street here to connect. Okay, and then we'll just dezone all this here. There we go. And we'll zone that industrial. Probably going to need another underpass somewhere here, but I'm gonna just leave it for now. And let me just actually make myself some space here, and we're going to use the diagonal roads once again. Okay, and we'll just connect this up here. That looks nice. And like that. And then these guys, well, it's not really necessary, but that's fine. And we will zone all of this. just hoping that the freight will actually go to the port. That's kind of the goal here. If it doesn't, then I'll probably cut off the rail connection for the time being. So yeah, let's unpause. Oh, we gotta give them some water. Pretty soon I'll probably just give water to this entire tile. We need more electricity, and I might have to go next door to get it. No, I need neighbor deals. Oh yeah, we just buy as much as we can. Still making tons of cash. I have not found overall though that the budget has been kind of overwhelmingly easier because of the mod setup. It certainly has been easier, there's no doubt, but I don't think it's been insanely easier by any means. Let's put some bus stops here before I forget. There's one there. Just put one here and here. Kind of curious as to why that's not developing. We definitely have demand. We'll be able to add lots of commercial zones to the central city. Another church. Consider putting that maybe here. Weird. Wonder why that industry is not developing. Because we definitely have demand for it. Yeah, I did use the right zone type, right? Yeah. Very strange. And it's got lots of space too. There's definitely something weird here. I'm not seeing any industrial development whatsoever. Okay, I gotta figure this out here. This is really weird. I have not. Let me just add a little bit more here, just out of curiosity. That is so fucking weird. And there's at least one, like this, I know this road is working, so there's something going on here. Maybe it just wants more residential, but I just don't think so. Yeah, very curious. Maybe the see what happens if I put a little bit of the other density. Wonder if something is not working with the Industrial Revolution mod. Yeah, interesting. Maybe I got it backwards. Maybe it's the dense one that's that would be awfully silly. Maybe it's the high density one that is the yeah, that's weird though, because there's no, yeah, maybe. I must have gotten it backwards. That would be really silly. As in the high density one is for high tech industry. I think that's it. It's been, I have used this mod in the past. It's been a long time, and I probably forgot. So let's do this correct, I guess. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're getting nice big factories. I want to look at where my freight is going. Doesn't look like too much of it's going off the map. I will just delete this for now, though. Just to force it to go to the port. Now, I think we're going to have to go next door, maybe, and do some Interesting. We're also getting some high-tech developing here. Yeah, that's so I've done this backwards, basically. I've done this backwards. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. I'll rezone it later. The dirty industry also seems to have these tiny buildings as well. How's the port doing? Oh yeah, we're up to stage 3. That's great. I think some of these connections might break as the port upgrades. I'm not sure. I know that that's the case for some of these ports. Looks like we're getting a nice crane going on there now. Don't see any ships in the port. Someone recommended a port like flattening mod, terrain flattening mod. So that's cool. I will certainly check that out at some point. You guys have recommended lots of great mods, by the way. I am absolutely. I keep a list. That's what I've been doing. Is I basically keep a list. I'm going to delete this road connection too, just so that I can once again kind of force the port to develop. That's the idea. I'm going to want to be having this kind of fork off as well, this rail here. I'm just not going to touch it for now, though. It's going to stay as is for now. Let's extend this road to there. And I think what makes sense is to kind of do this. Yeah. There we go. And I'm just going to keep developing industry in here. Oh, I guess I need some more residential too. Let's go to the central city. Before I do that, though, there are a couple more names I want to put down while we're here. I don't think we're going to do an army base. The country club. Where do I want the country club? I think it would make sense to have it maybe in this kind of hilly area here. The country club, though, tends to flatten the terrain in a really ugly way. That's not so bad. And someone had an excellent name for a country club. I think I might want to do it in the other city, but you know what? I'm just going to put it down now. Maybe we'll move it later. Because there is a foreshore bay in this region, and it was Ryu Tenno who recommended foreshore and 7 strokes as the name of a country club, and I think that's hilarious. We're going for it. But I think we're going to go back over to... I just want to make sure that we've upzoned everything here. We're going to go back over to the central city. Ah, I knew it. Yeah, let's upzone this. We're going to go back over to the central city, and we are going to be doing a little bit of commercial zones. And I'll probably end this episode because it's getting a bit longish. But as I said, I'll be on Twitch. I'm thinking this Tuesday. This video, I think it's maybe tomorrow or the day after. So I will be going on Twitch soon. Just for the time being, if you want, go ahead and subscribe to the Twitch channel, and then you'll be notified when I go on. But yeah, so check that out. And yeah, let's go next door. So just let this develop here a bit. Finally getting some like decent density. Kind of developing along the coast here. Yeah, okay. Off we go next door. Oh yeah, I had a stadium recommendation too. It was Mr. Person Guy who requested Aberdeen Coliseum. Let's put a high school in here. Where is Aberdeen Coliseum? We're gonna go for that. Okay, we'll put a high school here. I think this high school is going to have one of those sort of junior sports team type things. Where is it? Minor League Stadium. Ooh. Okay, we don't have enough space here. Need to delete our street. There we are. There we are. And we can call this one Aberdeen Coliseum.
And, you know, I like Aberdeen as a name, and I think maybe this neighborhood here we can call Aberdeen. Yeah, I gotta do some work on the street names too, because something's going on there, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Right. Let's go next door and work on the central city, put some commercial stuff in there. Probably bring some commercial out to this city eventually too, but not yet. Not yet. I want to try and concentrate it. Yeah, we need to upzone some of the residential areas as well. Let's take a look at the transportation map here. Just get a sense of how the region is evolving. Oh yeah, this is weird graphical glitch where it doesn't really show these correctly. Like it's showing the roads here as highways for some reason. I never quite understood what the hell's up with that, but it's a thing. It happens. Got to figure out what I'm doing with this rail as well. It hasn't really been deployed very much into Honestville Central. I need to kind of make a regional rail plan of sorts, I think. What's the population here? 26,000? Yeah, so we need to densify Honestville Central, probably fill out more residential here as well. But for the time being, let's just focus on bringing more commercial here and upzoning the existing residential as well. I can't believe I did the I was doing the Industrial Revolution mod thing backwards. It's really funny. I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was the dense industry that was dirty. Right. I'm just going to press play here and let's just see how much commercial we actually need. A lot. And we do need to upzone like all of this, I think. But mostly zoning medium density residential. I'm going to take a look at traffic, and I'm going to do some commercial zoning for sure. I am thinking very soon of getting the spam mod going as well. You guys have all convinced me. I had, to be honest, I thought that there was a pretty good chance we were going to end up using it anyway, but I'll install it soon. Not quite yet, though. I need to dezone the existing. I need to dezone the existing farming here as well. So we're gonna start working on some of the other regional tiles as well. So that's all. Next episode, I think we're gonna make a lot of progress. But yeah, as I was suggesting, I think the idea is to kind of get the broad strokes going in these YouTube episodes, and then keep going with Steam. Woof. Yeah, it's really laggy. It's weird. Okay, let's take a look at traffic. See where there's some good spots to do some commercial zoning. Yeah, we're gonna definitely want to think about getting some avenues going soon as well. What can we do here? Let's zone all of this commercial. Oh, which commercial zone was I using in this? Yeah, I think we can go straight to... looks like I was actually doing, shit, what a mess. Good God. Let's just go with the low density for now. Rezone a little bit of this commercial as well. Actually, we might as well, because I really do want to move most of the industry into the neighboring city, I think. That's looking pretty good. We can just do this as well. I got a little bit of traffic here. Not a bad idea to bring some employment into these residential areas. There we are. Everything else is looking pretty good. We've got lots of busy traffic here as well. Another good place for an avenue. Yep. Anyway, region's starting to take form.
we still have lots of demand for commercial zones. I think the best thing to do at this point is going to be to upscale the commercial and see if we get any kind of the more office type developments on the busiest sections. Which for the time being is going to be these areas along the edge of the map. As is always the case. Alright, and then I guess possibly maybe here we can put some sort of higher density commercial. Here as well. Man, so much lag. Very strange. I'm surprised. Yeah, just changing the map modes. I don't know. I wonder whether it's the new network Addon Mod. I wonder whether it's something else I have installed, but I do not remember having quite that much lag just changing map modes like that in the past. I gotta take a look at some of the mod settings anyway. I've got like a list of things I need to work on, but you know, there's only so much time. Definitely getting a little bit more commercial, although I'd like to use up more of this demand. Probably just put some more commercial on some of these strips here. I think we'll go with the medium density commercial. I think that's fine. I certainly want to get as much of the office stuff developing as much as possible in this tile. Bring employment as well to these areas. That's pretty good. Try and get some of this diagonal stuff developing commercially. Bit of a hassle to zone. Use these square blocks, that's fine. Hopefully this will actually prompt some of that residential to develop denser as well as soon as I upzone it. Which we can do pretty much now, I think. Oh yeah, all this needs to be upzoned. I'm gonna upzone the entire city at this point. We will be building more low density residential, but I'm gonna probably take a bit of a break from it. It's very hard to get it to. I might actually have to dezone and rezone some of it. It's very hard to get it to upzone on its own. So a little bit of a oddity of the SimCity 4 engine. I think we need some... Yeah, I never did anything with the trash either. I'm not sure if we're just overflowing with trash next door. I gotta check in on that at some point. But, oh god, yeah, I gotta delete that. I gotta get rid of that. The garbage, the dump is too close to the city at this point. I'm not gonna touch it though for now. Yeah, not for now, because it's gonna make a mess. And I think next episode we'll start maybe by adding all this residential here. Try and get some more residential going on here, and then some more industry going on next door. Definitely. Maybe fill out this area of the city as well. This, I think, is just low... Yeah, there's lots of people living here. That's good. I'm not seeing any of the jobless zots anymore. I think having employment in the neighboring city is really helping with that. We should probably also think about an airport as well. It's not a bad idea. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Just take a quick look here in the zoning view.
Yeah, pretty much all of these major routes now have kind of commercial on them, and then I'm just sort of densifying the city, and we're going to keep going like this. That's going to be kind of the standard MO of this city. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to make a name suggestion in the comments. I am keeping a list of them. There are still a few on my long list here that I haven't gotten to, but I've kind of worked through a lot of the backlog of names. So please don't hesitate to do that. Like the video if you're enjoying it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And also, above all, check out the new Twitch channel. I will be doing stuff, SimCity stuff. I'll probably do a little bit of work on this city on Twitch in the next few days. So, you know, keep your ear to the ground for when I'm on Twitch. And yeah, well, we'll keep working on it. But thanks for watching, and see you next time. Ciao.